Everyone's Kieran here from Scottish Lad Darts Reviews. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing another set of darts. The clue is in the name. I'll be reviewing the DW50, so the Darts World 50, as you can see here. Lovely looking darts. These are 21 grams steel tip and retail for £55 all in. That includes your post and packaging. And another fun fact about these is the fact that the semi-pro player Colin Osbourne, the wizard, actually throw these, hence why I included them on the thumbnail for the video. But the grip on them, not too bad. I'd say level 2.5, maybe pushing a 3 depending on how grippy you like a dart. For me it's 2.5 because it's not a lot of grip. And the setup is sublime. I mean, I'd go for the shorter vector stems, but that's personal preference. Now, these are limited to 50 sets. I think I saw a few of them have already been sold. Check out the Darts World website. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment if you want to check these darts out. And they sent me these to do my review on them, and as you can see, sublime looking dart. But I'm waffling on here, so without further ado, folks, let's crack on with the review. Right folks, as you can see, we've got a lovely close-out look to the DW50 darts. So the Darts World 50 sets made, and I'm pretty sure there's still some available. So if you check out the link in the description and the pinned comment, you can go and check that out, and it's only going to cost you £55 all in. That's including your postage and packaging. Now, these are manufactured by Winmore on behalf of Darts World. Obviously, Darts World is one of the biggest magazines there is out there in terms of anything darts related, and they provided me these darts to do a review for them, and I couldn't be any more pleased. Also, fun fact, the other person who uses these darts professionally, or semi-professionally, is Colin Osbourne, and I can see why, because they'll suit him right down to the ground. It's a very, very basic ring grip, and obviously the gold and other things, and it's very similar to darts he's used previously in his darting career. Now I'm going to take two away and I'll bring you close up to see these darts in close up. As you can see, we've got the DW50 at the back of the dart. So DW50, they did supply me with a set of Winmore Vector stems, which come with the dart anyway, and a set of Darts World flights in gold and red, and it's a very nice flight as well. It's very durable. It's not going to tear apart within seconds like a lot of the darts flights that come out these days. Obviously the Vector stems, I've used these previously, fantastic stems. The flights stay on there very, very well. The only thing is you need to be aware of is Robin Hoods. And as I said, Colin Osbourne uses these as well. He uses a Nitrotech stem and his signature flights, which were made by, I want to say it was Sober Darts Guy. And then we have the dart itself, and as you can see, it's a fairly basic ring grip. You cannot fault it at all. It's going to suit most people right down to the ground, just because it is a simplistic style. It's so easy to throw and get on with. And in terms of the grip level, I'm going to say it's a level 2.5 on a scale of 1 to 5. Also supplied them with the Trident nose cones, which obviously help from your flights getting battered. Now the width for these is 6mm, so it's quite a thin dart, and the length is 48.1mm. Now, as I said about the grip, it's just a fairly simplistic ring grip. Cannot go wrong with that at all, because it's going to suit most people. They're gold nitrite coated as well, so it will fade away over time, the nitrite coating, but even then they still look like a sublime dart, and with 50 sets ever made, you could actually consider these as a collector's dart. Now, as I said about everything, can I fault it for £55 all in? I mean, I get that it's a simplistic dart and it shouldn't even be worth as much as that, but for me personally, it's worth it, because you're getting a bit of darting memorabilia from a darts magazine that's been around for as long as I can remember. But I've gave you all the necessary information of the Darts World 50s, so I'm going to take them over to the board now. I'll give them a wee throw, and we'll see how I got on with them. Right folks, we're in the throwing section for these DW50s. Now the grip on them is very, very nice. The only thing for these for me is they're a bit light. I'm 23, 24 gram user, and these are 21, so they're a wee bit too light. However, they still fly in very, very nicely. The grip is so easy to control and release, being a simplistic style. This is why a lot of people do tend to stick with that simple ring grip style, or that just simple dart in general. Now the vector stems are a tad too long for the way I like to throw, and the flights, I'd probably still use the flights, I'd just change to a shorter vector stem. I just didn't have any in red, which was unfortunate. But the darts themselves feel really nice in the hand. They fly very, very nicely. Being a straight barrel dart, the weight distribution is very even, and with that tapered nose at the front, you do get a very, very tight group, if that's how you like to obviously throw your darts into very nice tightly grouped sections of the board. But the gold PVD coating or the gold nitride coating will fade away over time. I mean, I've threw them for about an hour. I don't see any, I'm looking at them just now by the way, I don't see any deterioration of the coating. So if that's anything to go by, you know it's going to last you a couple of months at least, depending on how often you're throwing your darts at the board. But £55 retail, all in, can't fault it. Again, links in the description and the pinned comment. But thanks everybody for taking the time to watch this far, and I'll see you when we get wrapped up. There we go folks, that was my review of the Darts World 50, aka the Colin Osbourne signature darts. Very nice grip for being a simplistic style. I'd still say it's only level 2.5 though. The fact that they supplied me with the Trident nose cone points and the vector stems and the Darts World flights, which do actually come with that itself, the only things that don't come as the points, is fantastic, because essentially this is the setup that Colin Osbourne uses with the points included. The only difference is he uses his own player flight and a Nitrotech stem rather than a vector. But the Nitrotech and the vector are essentially the same stem. There is a couple of wee differences on it, but pretty much this setup is what Colin Osbourne uses. Now, 50 quid for these, decent, very decent price for a set of 90% tungsten darts. And from Darts World, the magazine point of view, you also get a free copy if there is any left. I'm pretty sure you get the magazine, the flights, the stems, and obviously the generic one more box which comes with them. Now, I can't really see as if there's anything wrong with the dart itself unless you're a rear gripper. There is a smooth band where the DW50 logo is at the back of the dart. That may be a bit of a grievance for you. However, I'm a rear gripper and that's where I throw, and I'm still getting some of that grip, so it works out very well for those of us as rear grippers. They're 21 gram, which could be another bugaboo for a lot of players, because a lot of players do like a heavier dart these days. But let me know what you think of the DW50 in the comments section down below. While you're there, don't forget to leave a like in the video, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and drop a comment in the comment box. I always read the comments, I always get back to you in the comments. So thanks everybody for taking the time to watch this review. Stay safe out there, and of course, keep on darting.